Hello, and welcome back to another episode of DevOps Quick Bites. I'm Rob Cowell, and today we're exploring a simple but powerful way to improve collaboration in your Salesforce DevOps process by integrating Slack notifications directly into your workflows. So, if that sounds good to you, stick around. DevOps is about more than just code and automation. It's about people. It's about how teams work together to deliver change safely and quickly. And one of the most important parts of that is communication. Clear, timely, and accessible communication makes all the difference between a DevOps process that flows and one that gets stuck. And that's where Slack comes in. For many of us, Slack's already the central hub of team communication, whether we're discussing a new feature, troubleshooting an issue, or just sharing updates. It's where a lot of the day-to-day collaboration happens. So bringing DevOps notifications into Slack just makes sense. It puts essential information exactly where your team is already paying attention. Think about how your current process works. If someone kicks off a deployment or a build fails, how does the team find out? Do they have a dashboard? Wait for someone to send an email? Maybe they don't find out until something breaks in production, or worse, a customer notices. Now that kind of delay can lead to confusion, finger pointing, and unnecessary downtime. Now imagine instead that your team gets a message in Slack, build started for the new feature branch. Then a little later, test passed, and then deployment to staging completed successfully. Everyone stays informed in real time without having to check multiple systems or chase down updates. That kind of transparency builds trust. It means developers, admins, QA, and even business stakeholders can stay in sync without asking for those status updates. It reduces the sense of working in isolation, and instead encourages a shared awareness of what's happening across the pipeline. Setting this up is actually pretty straightforward. Most modern CI/CD tools support Slack integration through webhooks. You configure a webhook in Slack, which is just a special URL that allows other systems to post messages to a Slack channel, and then you tell your DevOps tool to send certain messages to that webhook. These messages can include details like the branch name, who triggered the change, what metadata was deployed, and whether the action was successful. And with a bit of formatting, they're easy to scan, so someone can quickly glance at Slack and see, for example, that the deployment to UAT passed and it's now ready for QA testing. But it's important to use this power wisely. You don't want to overwhelm your team with too many notifications. That's a fast track to people just turning them off instead. Think about which moments are truly important to share. Builds that fail, deployments that complete, validation errors, approvals needed. Those are the things that people need to know about right away. You can also think about where those messages go. Maybe your dev team has a channel just for build updates, or maybe you've got a separate channel for release coordination. Segmenting your notifications helps keep the right people informed without flooding unrelated conversations. Now, one of the unexpected benefits of this approach is how it supports a DevOps mindset. When you make process events visible and transparent, you're reinforcing the idea that quality and delivery are shared responsibilities. Everyone can see what's happening, and that encourages people to step up, to help resolve issues faster, and to feel more connected to the work that their teammates are doing. And this kind of visibility helps non-technical stakeholders as well. If your product owner or business analyst is in the loop, they can follow along without needing a technical deep dive. It builds confidence in the process and helps avoid surprises, especially around releases and production changes. Be sure to always tailor the messaging to your team's tone and culture as well. Some teams keep it formal and informative, others use emojis, custom message formatting, and even humorous messages to keep things fun. The goal here is to make the process work for the people actually using it. So to wrap things up, integrating Slack into your Salesforce DevOps process isn't just convenient, it's a step towards a more responsive, collaborative, and human-centered way of working. It improves communication, reduces delays, and helps everyone stay in the loop without much extra effort. So if you haven't set it up yet, I'd encourage you to give it a try. Start small, maybe just build and deployment notifications, and see how your team responds. Chances are you'll find it becomes a natural and valued part of your workflow. So that's it for this episode of DevOps Quick Bites. As always, if you've got questions, ideas, or want to share how your team uses Slack with DevOps, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment or reach out on social. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. In the meantime, Thanks for watching and happy deploying. Bye for now.